Hello. We're going to do some stretching. You can join if you want, and I'm going to talk us through it if you want, or don't. You don't have to join it. First, I'm going to stretch my forearms, and I'm leaning back, and I'm pushing the bottom of my hand, the bottom part of the palm, into the mat, and then I'm going to bend my elbows as much as I can. Oof, it's really good. Back of the hand. Gets the wrist. This one. Oh, that's good. And then these are two yoga balls. They are made of cork. And I like to massage my hands on here. There's lots of acupressure points on there. And so you're getting those activated, but you're also just moving the hands and the feet both have a lot of little joints, and they need to be activated. I do the sides, I do that part, underneath the thumb kind of, all of that, going around the joints. It doesn't have as much pressure with my fingers. So what I'm going to do for my fingers is I'm putting my first digits on the balls and really giving them a little massage. Then I'm doing the second part. And then the longer joint. And it's so good, I don't think these things get touched very much. Massaged like in this way. And it feels really good to me. That's good. And then I'm going to do the side here. Oh. You can do the sides of your fingers, see, like that. It's actually very good. I think you can only do one side though. But it still feels good. This one you could do. Let's see, can we do the other side? Just getting more blood flow to my nails, tips of my fingers. Okay, we'll use these momentarily on the feet, but first, this is stretching the shins and the ankles and the tops of the feet, and it feels great. Excuse me. And then I'm going to go onto the balls of my feet and just hang out here for a minute and it's stretching the toes. So my toes are under, and it feels very good. I think, again, toes do not get stretched too much, but they need to be stretched. Everything does. It's so good. All right. And then I'm going to take these. What I do, I put them under my feet, and then I just lift up so I have pressure. You might not have to lift up. It depends on, what your thing is. You could also put these on the ground if you're sitting in a chair and do it where you have some of the weight. But I like having as much weight as I can on here because it feels very good, and you can do your heel and your arch, all parts of your arch. And it just feels really good. My feet like this. I like to do it often, and my feet really like it. Okay, that is good for that for now. And then I'm just gonna stretch first. I'm doing gentle stretches to start, so, everybody should go to where they are. I have been stretching for a long time, so I'm pretty flexible, but some people might be more flexible than me, and that's great. And if you're not, then, go to here, go wherever it feels comfortable. And I'm also pushing my toes towards the mat. See, I have them pushing them down. Also stretching my top of my feet in a different way than when I was, stretching them while I was kind of sitting on them. Oh, it feels very, like, this is excellent. It just feels so good. All right. I am now we're going into the, I'm a little tight here. We're going into the kind of pigeon-y looking thing. So just bring your elbows onto your knees, or a little lower than your knees if you need to. And just that is a good stretch. Just getting your knees down is a good stretch. Then I'm going to come forward. Once that kind of relaxes a little, I'm coming forward. Breathing deeply is actually really good for stretching. Very, very good. And if you go to the side where your leg, the opposite, where the other leg is, the inside leg, if you go to that side, it really gets the quadratus lumborum back here, the glutes. It's really good. And your obliques a little bit. And we're gonna switch legs. First I'm just stretching, just opening up the glutes and the legs. You can lean forward. And then again, I'm putting my pressure on my outer leg and moving towards the inner knee. Oh, that's intense and good. It feels very good. Oh. So good. I'm just going to do this stretch again, the forward stretch. Because I'll get more flexibility as I kind of, if I do stretches a little longer each one, or do them multiple times. And I'm going to do that same stretch we just did here again. Just switching sides. Gets all the way your glute, get your QL on both sides, doing it both sides, and get a little bit of your obliques. It's so good. Then I'm just bringing my soles of my feet together, And again, I'm going to put my elbows onto my thighs and try to push down. I'm not that flexible in this way, so I'm working on this part. I'm going to go this way. It's basically the same thing, but that's intense. I'm going to bring my knees a little closer together and do it again. And I'm kind of trying to bring my pubic bone forward to get a better stretch. Oh, it's so good. And then I'm just going to do that again. I just had a little cramp. And then go forward. Oh, that's good. Now stretching, oh, the tricep, that's a little tender. Oh, that's good. I'm going to stretch those again. And I'm just going to move my hand in a circle, just to move the muscles a little bit differently. And I'm trying to put my whole inside of my arm against my chest. Oh, that's good. And this is for also triceps. You might need a towel, a kitchen towel, or a strap or something. But we're going to basically do this, and then I'm pulling down with my lower hand to bring my elbow towards the sky more or back more. If you get, I don't get any soreness. I have muscle soreness sometimes, but not very much. But if you get neck soreness, that exercise, you could put a towel between your two hands. So that exercise, if you put your head toward your chin towards your other elbow, your other, I can't think. Put your chin towards your shoulder, the shoulder that's not up, and you'll feel it. And then you can put your ear towards your shoulder. So good. So I'm pulling with my lower hand to pull my elbow higher. I'm turning my head so it's really stretching the sternocleidomastoid. That's the big long muscle that goes, I'll show you when I let go. And then my ear. It's really good. Sternocleidomastoid is this kind of larger muscle, so it goes to this. It goes to the mastoid back here, goes to the clavicle, and then to the sternum. Hence the name, sternocleidomastoid. Yeah. Okay. My glutes are pretty tight right now, so I'm going to do that same one again because I think my body is kind of craving it. I normally stretch pretty often, but I haven't been stretching as much lately. Oh, but see, each time I'm getting down further. My glutes love it. And then the other way. Okay, if you need to, you can also use your band and put it between your hands. I can just clasp my hands, and then you want to just stretch. I have weights, but I don't have them near me, but I would normally use a gentle weight with this just to open up this part of my shoulders more. Whoops. Oh, that feels great. Then I'm going into kind of like a little pyramid-y thing. And at first I'm just going to move my toes up and down. And what that's doing is it's causing the muscles to relax more and the nerves to relax more. And then I'm just stretching this way, stretching down. Like it's as if I'm pulling my top of my head to my top of my foot and keeping my legs as straight as I can. Oh, that's a really good stretch. And I'm doing the same thing on the other foot. Just gonna lift it. Pulling the top of my head to my foot. It gets the hamstrings and the upper part of the calves, and this also does that. I just put my foot and keeping my heel on the ground, but bringing my knee as far over my toes as I can. And it gets the lower part of the Achilles in a way that other things that I have tried don't get. Oh. You can kind of push with your back foot more weight on it. You know, be gentle, because some people have really tight Achilles. I stretch my Achilles pretty much every day just because they can get pretty tight. I know a few people whose Achilles have snapped, and you don't want that. They were in so much pain. so I'm just, I always stretch my Achilles. And the more you stretch your tendons and your ligaments and your muscles, the better your body feels. It opens it up. It allows more oxygen to go in there, more blood flow. And then you just find yourself more capable of doing things because you have more ease in your body. Okay, I'm going back to this one, but I'm going to put my leg in a half lotus. Just to get a little more stretch. It really gets the glutes, which I need. Gotten. Oh, that's so incredible. It goes deep into the glutes. It goes into the right above the hip bone as well. Whew. That's so good. If you can stretch a couple times a week or more every day, boy, it's so good. Your body will thank you. And you just start where you are. You don't have to go as far as somebody else, or you can go further than somebody else. It just depends on what your body says is okay. And so, excuse me. Oh my God, that's so intense. Oh, that's so good. Then we're gonna do similar, just this way. So we're just stretching the hamstrings, and getting also the hip flexors. So the hip flexors are like right in here, and they're the connection between the thigh and the hip. And to get yourself to stretch your hip flexors. So I'm stretching the opposite hip flexors because I'm here, and I'm gonna twist. Oh, they need it. I'm gonna twist. Oh. Oh. So I'm stretching my hamstring, my hip flexors. Again, the top of the foot and the top of the head are going, well, the top of the head is going towards the top of the foot. Oh, that's good. And then the other leg. Just now I'm going to just go into this kind of stretch. Now it's not, I'm going to do this one a few times just to get it back so I don't have to go low at first. I'm pulling my pubic bone forward towards my, towards the camera actually, just to get a better stretch. It really opens it up. And, oh. Oh, it's nice. You can kind of crack your back in this way. Now I'm stretching my intercostals, the muscles between the ribs, and my hips and my leg. I need more help on. Oh. Oh. just going to stretch my thighs and my knees. And then side splits, or I guess they're called front splits. Just gonna be very gentle. You know, if you can do even less than this, that's great. It doesn't matter. There's no competition. It's listening to your body. So intense. It's so good. And you might find you're not even, you know, some days like this side feels a little more flexible for me right now. It's also stretching the hip flexors there again. And I'm just doing it gently, and I'll do these a couple times. Okay, then I'm going to do the straddle again. I have to say, I was a little muscle sore, you know, and I'm not anymore. It feels really good. If you had, I have a coffee table in front of my couch, but if you had a couch or something that you could put your legs on, your feet on to help you stretch, it really makes it easier. I'm going to take a little break of that and do a back arch that will get my hip flexors. You gotta have flexible hip flexors. Most people don't, but oh my god, it feels so much better when you do. So that and that. This has some elastic and it has little holes for my feet or my hands or whatever. And I like it. Hold on, I'm just organizing. Okay, so first I'm just getting my hip flexors. Keeping my pubic bone on the ground for now and just stretching, and I'm going to go in different directions to really get them in more. And then I'm going to stretch my shoulders and my hip flexors. Oh. Oh, that feels so good. This, I love it. It just feels amazing. And I'm going to do the splits again, and this is probably going to make it a little easier because, let me try this. So I might not go down as far, but it'll give me a better stretch. It's never forcing your body to do anything. Always being gentle. Always being kind to your body. Be kind to your body, because your body does so much for you. I mean, your body is amazing. Everybody's body is amazing. It just does so much for us. I love them. Now I'm going to do it without it and see kind of where I am. Because it really gets a good stretch. It's so good. Hamstrings, quads, calves. Okay. Oh, I'm going to do the other side. It's so good. And, you know, even people, if you're older or whatever, you can still be very flexible. It's just practice. It's just practice, consistency, and gentleness. And it just gives you this sense of, you know, you're not going to hurt yourself as much because your muscles are more flexible. Your ligaments and joints are more flexible. Okay, I'm doing this one more time. Straddle. Just gonna hang out here for just a few minutes or moments. Oh, by the way, you want your patellas to move. Front and back, diagonal, side to side. You need to have flexible patellas if you have a patella. It really is, it helps your, like, to move them around. It's just good for your knees. You like it? That is so intense. Oh, I like it though. Okay, that is my basic stretching thing for now. Anyway, thank you so much. Hope you're having a magical, wonderful day, because life is good. All right, take care, everybody. Be kind to your body. Ciao.